Live.
Okay, I'll get out of the picture now.
Oh, we are live and in person. Today is Thursday, September 8th. I do have some guests in the studio, and I'll have them gather around me in just a minute. Yesterday, guys, I forgot to announce who passes the popcorn book and where it goes. So Mrs. Rector had the popcorn book, and I am going to have one of my handy-dandy assistants here, one of my ambassadors for Webb Elementary. Close your eyes, Miss Aubrey, and just put your hand on the paper in front of me. All right, and this means that Mrs. Judy Taylor Oliver, who is one of our helpers in the cafeteria, will get our popcorn book today. So Mrs. Rector, if I could help you, ask you to pass the popcorn, share your popcorn, and give it to Miss Judy in the cafeteria, that would be great. Citizenship is still our character trait, and yesterday we really talked about laws and rules and how that makes you a good citizen. Today let's talk about being a good neighbor, because that's also citizenship. Now, being a good neighbor could be where you live, but it also could be the person who sits beside you in your classroom. They're your neighbor, right? At Webb Elementary, our neighbor is Needham Elementary. So your neighbor, that term can mean a lot of things. But did you know that people who live near you are called your neighbors? It's nice to get to know your neighbors and get along with them. It makes neighborhoods, like our classrooms, more peaceful. Show your neighbors that you are a good citizen. Respect your neighbor's property. That means don't take things that don't belong to you, or take care of them if they loan them to you. And don't get into their space unless you ask permission and it's granted. Smile and say hello to your neighbors. Do you know, guys, that if you are just positive to someone the first time you see them each day, that a lot of times their day goes better? So, for example, if Mrs. Moran was standing at the doorway when the buses come in and I either ignored you or said, "Get in there, get quiet, la la," that probably wouldn't start your day very well. But what I try to do is to greet you by name. A lot of you give me hugs, and hopefully it starts your day in the right way. So be a good neighbor. Be kind to other children in your neighborhood or in your classroom, especially in your classroom or when you're at school. That's what it is to be a good citizen. So being a good neighbor, whether it's at home or whether it is at school, is being a good neighbor. Okay. Do you notice I have some people in the studio? I'm going to step to the side for just a second.
Yep.
Mr. Sanchez, if you'll go get our examples. Okay. On Monday morning, the 5 kiddos that I have before me, our ambassadors for Webb Elementary, will be starting to run a bookstore here at school. Currently, they're working on price lists and things like that, but I'll see if they remember some things. So one of the things that we'll be selling in the bookstore is not a package of pencils, but we'll be selling individual pencils. Do you guys remember what we're going to charge for those?
25
cents. And pencil top erasers will be for sale for 25 cents. And our big erasers will be for sale for
75.
I think it's 75 cents.
50.
Or 50. We're working on the price sheet. Highlighters,
50
cents. Oh, and here's more pencils, because we don't just have yellow pencils. We've got colored pencils to choose from also. We also have some pens. Now, I want to warn you about that. I think they're 50 cents.
Yep.
They are ink, and a lot of your teachers don't let you use ink on your papers. Now, if you're writing in your journal or something like that, but of course you would never, look at me, never use ink on a math paper, because we want to be able to problem solve and think and erase and try again. These are some cool things we're going to have for sale in our bookstore. These are notebooks, and the notebooks were $1.50. I think. So you get a character notebook, and we have several to choose from. We have Minions, and I know we have Finding Dory, and some like that. So a notebook for $1.
And we have some that says, like, keep calm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Keep calm and whatever on, or eat a banana or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are $1.50. And then we have
a folder with characters on it. And these are $1.
Okay, so we've got lots of things to choose from in our bookstore, and we're just getting started on our bookstore. So not tomorrow. If you bring your money tomorrow, we don't have anything to sell for you. But when the bell rings in the morning and kids come off the buses or car riders come in, at least 2 of these kiddos will be in the bookstore, which is located right by the fish tank in the front hallway. And if you have a quarter or a couple quarters or $1 in your pocket and you want to buy something at the bookstore, you can stop by right when you're coming in. And we're open from 7:20 to 7:40 every morning starting Monday. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is a big responsibility for our 4th graders to run the show. And thank you to Webb's PTO for supplying the things that we need to get our bookstore started. Okay, I think we got that covered, don't we?
Yep.
I better check the birthday list. Oh my goodness, I got so excited about the bookstore that I forgot the birthday list. And today is the 8th of September, and believe it or not, we do. Miss Olivia Bowden in Mrs. Taylor's room has a happy, happy, happy birthday today, so come see me. We'll celebrate. I already saw a lost tooth this morning. It was Mr. Hahn, so hopefully he got his treasure chest and his backpack charm, but if not, come and see me, and we will get your backpack charm. Okay, you guys ready to stand and have a moment of silence?
Yep.
Let's do it. Please stand and have a moment of silence. Now, Mr. Woods, if you'll hold our flag for us, let's do our pledge. Here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Doing the pledge with friends is so much better than doing it by yourself. Tomorrow, we have a Star Spangled event at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. About 200,000 people will all at the same time, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, be singing the Star Spangled Banner. I think that's kind of cool. And I know Mr. Buchan said he'd been working on in music this week so that you guys would at least be familiar with it. Just a heads up to teachers, Mr. Buchan is not here today, so all specials classes need to report to the gym, and then Mrs. Brown and Mr. Martin will divide you accordingly and get you where you need to be for specials today, okay?
We don't get to do gym.
So you might all get to gym. I don't know what they're going to do with you, okay? So let's go ahead and do our creed and have a thrilling Thursday. You ready? Thrilling Thursday. Here we go.
I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special.
Make it a absolutely fabulously thrilling Thursday in the Webb, okay? And make sure you are
Doing it right.